What's up, Tiger Nation? Steve Leslie, YSNLive.com. Tuesday night, home of the Springfield Tigers. Every Tuesday night at the Tigers table. Cannot thank Melissa and Rob, Tiffany and Debbie enough for all their hospitality and being the home for the Springfield Tigers. All season long, the Tigers will invade Geneva on Friday night at 7 o'clock. We'll have that game for you on YSNLive.com Friday night at 7 o'clock. But right now, Coach's Corner, cheerleading advisor for the Springfield Tigers. Girls, how about a hand for your cheerleading advisor, Melissa Richardson? Thanks for joining us.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing great.
All right, first question. Talk about your family a bit. We talked off air, 5 children.
5 kids.
That
5
is
kids.
Okay, so how does that all, Melissa, take place and be involved in cheerleading?
We make it work. We are a family of Springfield Tiger enthusiasts.
Okay,
I guess.
I love it.
Yeah, the whole family gets involved.
All right, so talk about your kids a little bit. Your oldest is?
Callie. All C's. Don't ever do that.
Don't ever
name all your kids.
Okay, so go ahead.
Callie, Cash,
Chance,
Capri, and Clutch.
I love it.
Yeah.
Shout out to all your kids for all they do. Okay, I'm going to say this, and I want to get your thought. Cheerleading is a sport. Yes or no?
Yes.
I agree with you. I will say this. Cheerleading, I watch cheerleaders. I've been able to do some of these. I love to talk with them. The enthusiasm obviously comes from you. It's contagious. I see that. But what makes this group of cheerleaders so special for you to work with?
You're going to get me emotional, aren't you?
That's okay. You're allowed to cry on this show.
No,
it's
that's okay. Give me a minute.
Okay.
Then I'll start crying.
What makes this group so special?
These girls have rallied around each other and lifted each other up in positivity so much that they are just making my heart so full. I mean, I know it sounds really cliche and weird, but we are all leaning on each other. And I always tell them, my big thing is we all have a story.
No question.
We all have a story. So kind of lean on each other, and we are getting along great. We are having so much fun. The beginning of the year, I said, if you don't want to have fun, then don't be here.
I love that, because if you can't have fun doing something new,
it's
just like a sport.
Absolutely. It. Yes. So we have a great time.
Well, that's awesome. With Melissa Richardson, the cheerleading advisor of the Springfield Tigers, what made you get into wanting to be the cheerleading advisor?
So I did this 20 years ago at Springfield.
Okay.
I was a Springfield cheerleader.
Okay. We graduated in
97.
Oh,
97.
Boy, you're still young. 97 to 85. That's
where were you at graduating?
Cardinal Mooney.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right.
So you what brought you back, I guess, is my question.
I would say COVID. So
Yes.
our family traveled, and we did the carnival route thing for 20 years. And then COVID happened, and my son, Cash, wanted to start doing sports. And I said, let's come home. And here we are.
Well, congratulations on that.
Yeah, so this is what we're doing.
So a positive in COVID, is that fair to say? For you, for your family? I don't.
That's
maybe
a tricky.
not.
Yeah, yes.
How
Everybody's
excited are you to
happy.
be back home? The kids are happy, obviously.
So happy.
You're
Yeah.
enjoying it.
This is my bread and butter.
Quinn and I called the game Friday night, saw your excitement. For these girls, talk about that a little bit. Cheerleading's a lot of time.
It's a lot of time.
Take me through a week for
But people
cheerleaders.
take advantage. Like, I don't think they think how serious. They know how serious this
But
is.
it's a serious. That's why I'm glad to do this. It's a serious for them.
And we're really excited that you invited us here.
I'm thrilled to have it. But it's as exciting for them as it is
But we're
for
having
the band, for the football team, for volleyball, for
yes,
it's a sport.
And so actually, when you said with the band last week, we were kind of talking. Actually, it was a couple weeks ago. The girls were talking. I said, "How do we get others involved with us in game night?" So we started. We're still tweaking.
Okay.
But we started third quarter where we have the drum line coming. Third quarter in between plays. That's the tweaking part.
Okay.
To do. Play a little bit in between, dance with the girl. The girls dance, they're dancing, and I have heard nothing but positives. The community loves it because we want all of them to be involved.
Oh, absolutely.
Everybody, flag line, band, the
shout
football.
out to the band, obviously, for all they do.
Gosh, yeah.
Springfield Nation, third quarter. Keep your eyes out on the cheerleaders and the band.
We're
for
still
sure.
tweaking.
We're still tweaking, but we'll get that with Melissa Richardson, cheerleading advisor. Take me through a week for these girls. How many days of practice? Let's go back to summer. It's a lot.
Well, I got this job a little late in the game with my assistant Jocelyn, which I love her.
How is Jocelyn? You love her. Talk about
Love her. So she is a Slippery Rock cheerleader.
Okay.
And I should say ex. She graduated.
Okay.
But Slippery Rock has a dance background. She is bringing it. I mean, we each just bounce off each
Okay.
other so well. I love her. We complement each other well.
Yes, you do.
So she brings the flair and all of the. She's a good disciplinarian
Okay,
too.
well, you need
which
a little
I
bit.
love
Absolutely,
that.
you
I
need
love
another
that.
bad guy
Yes, we
on
love
as a
her.
coach. You need a bad guy.
We love
so,
her.
Dance has become big in cheer, has it not?
It has. So we're picking that up. We're starting a lot of we like new traditions.
Okay.
So we're starting a lot of that.
So
And
take me through like this week coming up to game time. Like, is there a couple practices?
We've had practices already. Tomorrow, we're actually meeting just on a whim to do some signs for the guys.
Okay,
Let's make some signs. But I'd like to also include, there's a lot of soccer, volleyball, band, all of these other girls that are coming over and joining us and making signs and just like fellowship with each other. It's great. I mean, all ages.
That's fantastic.
The littles, the biggie, and
because they're role models for younger.
That's where it's got to start. So
that's what I ask you. Has cheerleading gotten bigger and stronger at the lower levels? Is it still as important in the lower levels?
Kind of like with the football, like Little Tigers. You know how that's a really big deal.
Sure.
So I think we're kind of reinventing.
Well, I love it.
That's our plan.
I'm glad we had you on. Melissa Richardson, the head cheerleading advisor for the Springfield Tigers. They'll play Friday night at Geneva. The girls will be down there with the squad. They'll play a very good Geneva team. We'll have it for you on ysnlive.com at 7 o'clock. If you cannot make the game, come on over to the Tigers table, the home of the Springfield Tigers. They'll have it on for you here, and you could have a nice meal and enjoy, hopefully, a Tigers victory. They get into the game.
Have you been to a game yet?
Yes, we called the game. I watched them very spirited, very animated. It's as important to them as the football team. Yes?
Oh, equal. I have a son.
Sure.
Actually, my daughter cheers as well.
Okay, so you see it from both sides.
I see both sides.
That's fantastic.
And I see that they need to make it personal with the team. That's their job. It's
personal
their job.
Makes things better.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yes.
So what impresses me here,
look at my girls that showed up. The only ones that didn't are at a volleyball game right now.
So close.
I mean, this is insane.
Community, the Tigers table, to be invited to this. What does that mean for these girls? And I'll get a chance to talk.
I will say, we were like, can you believe they invited us? Like, oh my gosh, they invited us here. This is a big deal. We have to make this happen.
Yes, Bob Beam was big on that. The athletic director is a good friend of mine, and he said, I'd like to get the cheerleaders. I said, absolutely. That is, cheerleading and band to me plays as big a part in a football game.
Imagine if that noise isn't there.
No, so take me back now to Friday night. You get a win, and how fun was the Rock?
Brookfield?
Yeah, how fun was the Rock? The first one.
The Rock. For seniors. I mean, I cried. Who doesn't cry at the Rock? But, to see those kids making those memories, they don't realize what's happening.
No.
We all know when we're around.
They'll realize that, absolutely.
And then putting the flag up. And you know what was, really big for me is when they all knew the words to the alma mater.
How impressive is that? Because you can go to some places.
Who taught them that?
That's a good question. But you can go to some places and not everybody knows their alma mater.
Yes, and the girls, even when they're playing it, they all say it. Every single one of them.
That's awesome.
So
Well, I'm going to tell you this. I enjoyed doing this interview with you. The enthusiasm, obviously, for this squad comes for you. Girls, how about a hand for your head cheerleading advisor, Melissa Richardson? Thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you.